Hi guys, Sai here to review 1991's Heroquest by Gremlin. Getting old gives you a lot of experience, and looking back over the decades, there's always a stark reminder of your age. Heroquest is probably one of my biggest influence into becoming a wargamer and hobby guy. It was certainly my gateway into Warhammer Fantasy and cemented my love of the old world and the fantasy land. Upon the release of Heroquest, I recall being in agony over its price tag, and to this day it's one of my little regrets that I could never own this masterpiece of a board game conversion. I'm very sure it turned a healthy profit at the time, and it was good to get their leg in the door creating familiar games to the end user. The intro is quite long and tries to set up a mood. It's not a bad thing, and most games of this era did something similar using text overlays on top of crude artwork with slight animations. The isometric view is welcome and quite easy to navigate. The control system is quite good and intuitive, even by today's standards. Dice rolling is apparent, and I've no problem with the art style. It's quite fitting, and every character model is well represented. The animation could have been a lot better, as well as the sound design. One of the challenges would have been to condense the code so it could fit on one disc for the various systems, which have been a real headache. Playing through it since, it's actually quite boring. It feels a lot like micromanagement, moving characters about. Not that I would have minded this back in the old days. Back then I was used to loading tapes 20 minutes at a time, so tedious tasks like this were not really an issue. The combat should have been a bit more to do with the game. It's all a little forgettable immediately afterwards. Being a direct translation of the board game was a correct move for the turn-based strategy fans, and it certainly had a space in the hearts of many gamers. Having quests was the right thing to do. Well done. Rather than play the original game, if you look for a similar but better experience, I'd suggest looking on Steam for Dark Quest. It does the same thing, but it's built this decade, so it plays a lot more smoothly. To grade this game is really difficult. On the one hand, I was fanatical about Heroquest in 1990, so if you'd asked me back then, I would have had it as a 10. But having played it now, it's really obviously flawed, so I'm going to have to be fair and give it a 7. That's a very generous score and not really a recommendation to play it, but it does have a strong place in GW gaming history. It's the first Warhammer game after all. Okay, so until next time, thanks for watching.